Today's a pretty big day in basketball. We've got one of the biggest rivalries of all time in all of sports, Duke and UNC playing each other. The tickets for this game to watch Zion and RJ Barrett, Cam Reddish, Nasir Little, all these guys are like $3,000 for the cheapest ticket. That's absolutely insane. And these guys aren't getting paid any of that. They're getting their school paid for, all right, whatever, but they're not seeing a dime of these ticket sales. So something needs to change on that end. If they're selling like Super Bowl type prices for these tickets, it's crazy. But anyways, we're gonna react to that video later. First, we're gonna go to lunch. I have my beautiful girlfriend with me.
Hey guys.
Picking out my best bro, Kyle. Gonna get a workout in, gonna watch that Duke UNC game. Might throw some fun clips in of me skiing from this weekend if you guys enjoy that. So here we go, about to go to lunch.
I'm kidding.
Right there, there's one right there.
I told you.
There's three right there, four right
you.
there. What the heck?
Look at this, look at this.
Oh my gosh.
You want me to go catch one?
Oh.
This one was coming after me, dog. They're nuts. Oh! No! Dude, turkeys are gnarly.
Kyle, who thinks gonna win, UNC or Duke?
Duke.
Really?
Is it at UNC?
Do you hear how much they're selling tickets for?
Yeah, $2,500. They said they surpassed Super Bowl prices.
Is it worth it?
No.
You can watch that on ESPN for a way better game, right?
That's what I'm saying. Go
You
buy
get
a car.
19 different angles from ESPN.
Go buy a car or put a down payment on a house that $10,000 ticket.
What do you think about the players not getting any of that $2,500 a seat?
I think bullshit. You know, I played college basketball, never in the NCAA, but I think players should be compensated.
Got to. Pay the players, man! Come on! Alright, so it's finally time to get this workout in. Lately, I've been mixing it up with my workouts, and Tanner and I have actually been going skiing quite a bit. Him, my sister, and I all went skiing. We went night skiing the other day, and it was pretty fun. Got some awesome clips of that, of us going off crazy jumps. Crazy for us. Not crazy for the X Games, guys, but we're getting better. We're having fun. It's one of the first things, like, since basketball has consumed my winter the last however many years, I haven't been able to go skiing, snowboarding, any of those things like I used to do growing up. It's fun to get back into like adventures and activities like that. It's pretty cool. Here are some of the sweet clips.
Stop the beat, stop the beat, stop the beat.
Jesus on the back, 21s on the front. Got the engine in the back, and the truck is in the front. In the back of the club, now smoking on the front. Club head to the passenger, walk right in the front. On the front to the back, like a zoo party out. On the ball with it, baby, what it do? Party out. She's a man, the baby girl, the counter party out. I'm a party out. She's a party out. I'm a party out. Used to be a tropical. Pushed up on the bus, call me the road manager. 200,000 cash, I might put that in my calendar. To only ride on Moreland, cause that's my East Atlanta car. See, first I brought you juice, man. Then I brought you flock of flame. Gucci man, the boss, man. But you can call me Ice, man. My Audemars and Anna, true religion, Anna, 95 Air Max, I just bought them from South Cal. Baby Cage looking at me, cause I got a stupid babe. Memo knows a counterpart. No, she want a Louis bag. I wipe my sweat with Gucci rag. Blow my nose with stupid stay. 80 for a show, so I wipe my ass with 50. Double deuces on the back, 21s on the front. Got the engine in the back, and the truck is in the front. In the back of the club, now smoking on the run. Club head to the passenger, walk right in the front. On the front to the back, like a zoo party out. On the ball with it, baby, what it do? Party out. She's a man, need a baby girl, the counter party out. I'm a party out.
All right, it's time to jump into this workout. Yesterday, I did a crazy circuit. I did like 10 rounds on the circuit. One set of push-ups, 2 sets of legs, and another one for abs. So upper body, lower body, core. I did about 10 to 20 reps on each of those and did them all 10 times. So it was like 40 sets total. This time I'm gonna focus more on doing pulls today Yesterday was a lot of pushes, push-ups, squats, things like that. So we're about to get into it. Yeah. Alright guys, Sports Illustrated yesterday reported that some of the tickets for the UNC versus Duke basketball game were priced over $4,000. They're charging $4,000 for a ticket to a basketball game, and you're still trying to tell me these guys shouldn't be getting paid? Let me ask you, would you pay $4,000 to go to a college basketball game? We're talking Zion Williamson, RJ Barrett, Cam Reddish, Nasir Little, all the other guys across the board, all the super talented guys on the court for UNC and Duke. Handful of them are going to be top 10, top 7 in the draft. I think you're legit going to get 4 guys in there, top 7 in the draft for sure. But still, is watching those guys worth $4,000? Think about all the other things that you could buy with $4,000. You could definitely pay rent, groceries. You could literally hand $4,000 to someone and it could change their entire life. So for my personal opinion, I would never spend $4,000 to go to a sporting event that is gonna be televised. I mean, there's nothing like going to a sports atmosphere that's crazy. If this game went like quadruple overtime or something, then maybe it's gonna be worth like a few $100s in my opinion. I don't really have the $4,000 to be throwing out there for any type of event like this. You could buy a car with $4,000. You could buy so much with $4,000. You could pay off student loans with $4,000. So if I was one of those super rich people that's like, yeah, I got $4,000, I'm gonna put it down on this UNC versus Duke game, I would have said, you know what? How about we just watch it on ESPN and get all like 20 angles of the game? It'll be perfect, comfort of your own home, and I'm gonna give those $4,000 to some charitable cause. That would have been an awesome story. But instead, we got people dropping $4,000 for a game, and these players aren't getting to see any of that money. You think about it, you go to a concert, everybody in that venue gets paid. The band gets paid, the staff gets paid, the managers get paid, everyone. You go to a college basketball game, everyone in the arena besides the players on the court get paid. You got the staff, the security, you got the people working concessions, you got people in the parking lot charging for parking cars, you got coaches getting paid millions, all right? You got the athletic director sitting there, he's making bank too, 6 figures easy. You got the ESPN people with their cameras, they're all getting paid and they're making millions on top of millions on top of recording games. You got the commentators, you got all the radio guys, they are all getting paid. The only people that aren't getting paid are the people that everyone came to watch. We're talking Zion, we're talking RJ, we're talking all these other big name guys. It doesn't matter if you're the guy at the end of the bench, the guy who starts, none of them are getting paid. They're all getting the same amount of money. They're all getting the same. They're getting their school paid for. And you know what? I'm very thankful I got my school paid for. I'm extremely thankful for my scholarship. But I mean, there's these guys out here that should be in the NBA right now, but they have to take their one and done year and lose out on money they'll never get back. If these guys went out for the draft last year, they'd be making millions right now, but instead, they're in dorm rooms eating dorm food with all their homies. And guys, I haven't watched the game yet. I haven't watched the highlights, but I saw the ESPN updates on my phone and I saw that Zion got hurt the first possession of the game. This guy blew up one of his shoes. I've never seen anything like that. His foot went through his shoe and his shoe was wrapped around his ankle. That's the only clip I've seen of the game. That happened like 30 seconds into the game. Barack Obama was in the stands for this game, so that shows how big of a deal it was and how big of a media situation this all was around. So this guy, Zion, everyone's coming to see him. They spent $4,000 to see him. He gets hurt. So now the NCAA, the colleges, they're just pocketing all that money. They don't care if Zion's hurt. They aren't going to give him a little extra money to try to work back from that injury, you know? At the end of the day, I hope Zion recovers from his injury, and I hope the NCAA figures it out that they need to start paying these players. I truly believe the only way the NCAA is going to have a reality check is if all the student athletes go on strike. That's the only way to do it, but it's so difficult for these players to do it. It's their livelihood. It's how they're making their living. They get a small check each month to pay for some food, to pay for rent, but outside of that, they're not making any money at all. They're living in poverty. So to answer the question, is it worth $4,000 to see UNC versus Duke play? I say no. That's absolutely insane. Those are Super Bowl ticket prices, and I still wouldn't pay that much to go to the Super Bowl. But that's just me. I hope these players get paid. I hope they have the strength to go on strike and to make it happen. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll check you guys next time. Peace.
I don't do no relaxing. Run out the bag, get the cash in. Beat it and my dripping orange flashing.